Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome back to our podcast, where we dive deep into a plethora of fascinating articles and topics. I'm Hari, and as always, I'm joined by the brilliant Leela.
Hey there, wonderful people. It's always a pleasure to be here, Hari.
Today's episode is going to be a real treat because we're covering a wide range of thought-provoking articles. We'll be delving into the delimitation pitfalls in J&K and Assam, discussing the reform of the Telecom Tribunal for data protection appeals, exploring India's urgent need for anti-torture legislation, unraveling the murky ENSO patterns of El Niño or La Niña uncertainty, navigating the risks and rewards of UAVs in military operations, and pondering on whether the APAAR ID is mandatory for students.
That's quite the lineup we have in store for you. Buckle up, folks, because we're in for a ride today. With such a diverse mix of topics, we're sure to spark some engaging conversations and maybe learn a thing or two along the way.
Absolutely, Leela. This episode is going to be a longer one, giving us ample time to really sink our teeth into each subject. So, grab your favorite beverage, get cozy, and join us as we explore these intriguing articles together. Let's jump right in. Article 1. So, Leela, the article we just discussed on delimitation pitfalls in Jammu and Kashmir and Assam really sheds light on some crucial issues regarding the upcoming delimitation exercise in 2026.
Absolutely, Hari. Delimitation is a process that redraws the boundaries of constituencies to ensure equal representation. But as we've seen, it can sometimes lead to unintended consequences.
It's fascinating how Radha Kumar highlighted the communal demarcation and population bias that arose from recent delimitation exercises. In Jammu and Kashmir, constituencies were skewed in favor of certain religious groups, while in Assam, there was a reduction in Muslim-majority seats.
These examples really underscore the importance of addressing these issues to maintain the unity of the country. The proposal to freeze the number of parliamentary seats but increase assembly seats in states with growing populations seems like a more democratic approach, don't you think?
Definitely, Leela. It's crucial to ensure fair representation for all communities. And distributing Rajya Sabha seats equally among different geographic zones could help address power imbalances as well.
Speaking of power imbalances, these issues are not just historical anecdotes, but have real-world implications today. We see similar debates in various countries about the equitable distribution of political power. The communal demarcation of electoral constituencies can have lasting effects on minority representation and voter polarization.
That's a great point, Leela. The challenges and controversies surrounding delimitation are complex. On one hand, there's a need for fair representation, but on the other, there are concerns about potential biases and inequalities in the process.
Finding a balance between these competing interests is key. It's essential to consider multiple viewpoints and explore solutions that uphold the principles of democracy and equality. Perhaps engaging in more open dialogues and consultations with diverse stakeholders could lead to more inclusive outcomes.
Looking ahead, the future of delimitation will likely involve continued discussions on how to address these challenges effectively. Innovations in technology and data analysis could potentially offer more transparent and equitable solutions for redrawing electoral boundaries.
Absolutely, Hari. As society evolves, so too must our systems of representation. It will be interesting to see how future delimitation exercises navigate these complexities while aiming to preserve the pluralist Federation of India.
Article 2. So, Leela, let's dive into the recent draft Digital Personal Data Protection Rules and the suggested reforms for the Telecom Dispute Settlement and Appellate Tribunal, TDSAT. It seems like data protection is once again in the spotlight.
Absolutely, Hari. Data protection is becoming increasingly crucial in our digital age. The proposed reforms, especially in the appointment process for the Data Protection Board and the TDSAT, aim to address some pressing concerns.
It's interesting to see how the TDSAT is being urged to adapt to handle appeals related to data protection effectively. Having a technical member with expertise in data protection could certainly enhance the tribunal's capability.
Yes, and updating the digital infrastructure will be key in streamlining the process. Imagine the impact of having a smoother, more efficient system for handling data protection appeals.
It's essential, especially considering the challenges highlighted in the article, such as the tribunal's capacity to meet appeal timelines and the need for specialized knowledge in data protection laws. Ensuring accountability through measures like publishing annual reports is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely, transparency is vital in building trust, especially when it comes to handling sensitive personal data. Moving on to the current relevance and applications of these reforms, Hari, how do you think they will impact individuals and businesses in today's world?
Well, Leela, in a world where data is increasingly valuable and vulnerable, these reforms could provide individuals with more confidence in how their data is handled. For businesses, complying with robust data protection laws can enhance their credibility and trustworthiness among consumers.
That's a great point, Hari. We've seen high-profile data breaches and controversies in recent years, underscoring the importance of strong data protection mechanisms. These reforms could help prevent such incidents and protect individuals' privacy.
Moving on to the challenges and controversies surrounding these proposed reforms, Leela, what do you think are some of the potential hurdles in implementing these changes?
Well, Hari, one challenge could be the capacity of the TDSAT to handle the increased workload efficiently, especially within specified timelines. Additionally, ensuring that all members have the necessary expertise in data protection laws might be a challenge in itself.
That's true, Leela. Balancing efficiency with expertise is crucial in ensuring that data protection appeals are handled effectively. Perhaps investing in training programs for tribunal members could be a way to address this challenge.
Looking ahead, Hari, what do you think the future holds for data protection appeals and the role of institutions like the TDSAT?
It's likely that we'll see a continued emphasis on strengthening data protection regulations and institutions to keep pace with technological advancements. As data becomes even more integral to our lives, ensuring robust mechanisms for its protection will be paramount.
Absolutely, Hari. The evolution of data protection laws and institutions will play a significant role in shaping how data is handled and safeguarded in the future. It's a fascinating space to watch as we navigate the complexities of the digital age.
Article 3. Leela, the article we just read about India's urgent need for anti-torture legislation is incredibly eye-opening. It sheds light on the prevalent issue of custodial torture in India's justice system and the impact it has, especially in cases like Sanjay Bandari and Tahawur Rana.
Absolutely, Hari. The fact that India still does not have a comprehensive anti-torture law, despite recommendations from various bodies, including the Supreme Court, is quite concerning. It raises questions about the country's commitment to human rights and democratic principles.
The article emphasizes the importance of upholding constitutional and international obligations. Do you know of any recent examples where custodial torture allegations have affected extradition cases or international relations?
Well, Hari, the case of Tahawur Rana, a Pakistani-Canadian businessman accused of involvement in the 2008 Mumbai attacks, is a prime example. His extradition from the U.S. to India was halted due to concerns over potential torture during custody. This not only impacts individual cases, but also strains diplomatic relations between countries.
It's fascinating how this issue transcends borders and legal systems. In today's interconnected world, human rights violations can have far-reaching consequences. Have you come across any instances where the lack of anti-torture laws has led to challenges in other countries as well?
Definitely, Hari. The article mentions how the absence of such laws in India not only affects its own justice system, but also influences extradition cases globally. It's a reminder that human rights violations have implications beyond national boundaries and can tarnish a country's reputation on the international stage.
Moving on to the challenges and controversies surrounding this topic, what are some differing viewpoints on the need for anti-torture legislation? Are there debates about the effectiveness of such laws in preventing custodial torture?
Some argue that existing laws are sufficient to address torture allegations, while others believe that specific anti-torture legislation is crucial to send a clear message against such practices. Finding a balance between effective enforcement and respecting legal procedures is key in this debate.
That's a valid point, Leela. Balancing the need for legal safeguards with the urgency of addressing human rights violations is indeed a complex challenge. Do you think there are innovative approaches or potential solutions that could help countries like India tackle this issue more effectively in the future?
One potential approach could be greater collaboration with international human rights organizations and adopting best practices from countries with robust anti-torture laws. Strengthening accountability mechanisms within the justice system and prioritizing human rights education could also play a significant role in preventing custodial torture.
As we look ahead, it's essential for countries to prioritize human rights and uphold democratic values to maintain their global standing. The future outlook on this issue will likely shape how nations navigate the delicate balance between justice and human rights in the years to come.
Absolutely, Hari. The evolution of anti-torture legislation and its enforcement will not only define the legal landscape, but also reflect a country's commitment to fundamental principles of fairness and dignity for all individuals. It's a crucial journey towards a more just and humane society.
Article 4. So, Leela, the article we just discussed about the uncertain ENSO patterns is quite fascinating. It seems like the tropical Pacific Ocean is throwing us a weather curveball.
Absolutely, Hari. The anomalies in sea surface temperatures are really intriguing. Warm anomalies in the Far East and cold anomalies in the central western Pacific are definitely not what we usually expect with El Niño or La Niña events.
It's like the ocean can't make up its mind about which extreme weather pattern to follow. And looking ahead to 2025, the forecasts are all over the place. Some models predict a La Niña, others a normal year, and one even suggests a strong El Niño. It must be quite a challenge for meteorologists and climate scientists to make accurate predictions.
Definitely, Hari. And the transition from El Niño to La Niña being impacted by the ENSO transition mode and southern hemisphere climate variability adds another layer of complexity to the mix. It's like trying to solve a weather puzzle with missing pieces.
The article also highlighted the intricate relationship between ENSO events and the Indian summer monsoon. Factors like the Indian Ocean dipole and jet stream patterns play a role in this complex dance of weather systems. It's amazing how everything is so interconnected in the world of climate dynamics.
Yes, it's like a giant weather orchestra playing a symphony of patterns and influences. And the fact that forecast reliability is becoming more challenging due to changing climate dynamics has real-world implications. Farmers rely on these forecasts for their crop planning, and governments need them for disaster preparedness. Uncertainty in these predictions can have significant consequences.
Absolutely, Leela. The impact of these uncertain ENSO patterns goes beyond just the weather. It affects agriculture, economies, and even daily life. It's a reminder of how interconnected we are with the natural world and how important it is to understand these complex climate systems.
Indeed, Hari. And as we look to the future, it's clear that addressing these challenges will require innovation and collaboration. Scientists and policymakers will need to work together to improve forecasting models and adapt to the changing climate dynamics. The future of weather prediction and its impacts on society will be a fascinating journey to follow.
Definitely, Leela. It's a reminder that the world of weather and climate is ever evolving, and our ability to adapt and respond will be crucial. So stay tuned as we continue to explore the fascinating world of environmental science and its effects on our daily lives. Article 5. So, Leela, the use of UAVs in military operations is becoming increasingly common. This article highlights the risks and rewards associated with these unmanned aerial vehicles.
Absolutely, Hari. UAVs have changed the landscape of warfare, offering a unique set of advantages and challenges. Did you know that the first recorded use of a UAV for military purposes was back in 1849 by the Austrians against the city of Venice?
That's fascinating, Leela. It's incredible to see how far the technology has come since then. Today, UAVs are not only used for surveillance and reconnaissance, but also for targeted strikes in military operations.
The article mentions how UAVs are often perceived as less of a threat compared to piloted fighter jets. This perception is interesting because even though armed UAVs can carry out lethal missions, they are seen as less aggressive.
It's intriguing how the lack of direct human presence in UAVs can alter the perception of their threat level. Recent incidents where UAVs have been shot down without major retaliations also showcase this difference in response compared to traditional fighter jets.
India, in particular, faces challenges in dealing with UAVs, especially concerning neighboring countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh. The evolving nature of warfare with the integration of UAVs requires a strategic shift in military planning and defense mechanisms.
In today's world, the use of UAVs has expanded beyond military applications into various sectors like agriculture, filmmaking, and even delivery services. Companies like Amazon are exploring the use of UAVs for efficient package deliveries.
The real-world applications are vast, Hari. Even in disaster response and search and rescue missions, UAVs have proven to be invaluable due to their ability to access hard-to-reach areas quickly and provide vital information in emergency situations.
Despite the many benefits of UAVs, there are also challenges and controversies surrounding their use, such as concerns about privacy violations and the potential for misuse in civilian spaces.
Definitely, Hari. The debate on regulating UAVs to ensure responsible and ethical use is ongoing. Implementing strict guidelines and protocols for UAV operations can help mitigate risks and prevent unauthorized use.
Looking into the future, advancements in UAV technology like AI integration and autonomous capabilities could revolutionize military strategies and tactics. It's essential for countries to stay ahead in UAV development to maintain a competitive edge in defense.
Absolutely, Hari. As UAVs continue to evolve, it's crucial for policymakers and military leaders to adapt their strategies to effectively navigate the risks and rewards associated with these unmanned systems. It's a dynamic field that will shape the future of warfare.
Article 6. So, Leela, let's delve into the hot topic of whether APAAR ID should be mandatory for students. This automated permanent academic account registry has been making waves in the educational sector lately.
Absolutely, Hari. It's part of NEP 2020's initiative to streamline student records for smoother transitions between schools. But, what's interesting is that while it's not compulsory, there's been a lot of pressure on students to sign up.
That's right, Leela. States and schools have been strongly encouraging enrollment, leading to concerns raised by digital activists about data security and the legal basis for collecting minors' information.
The lack of clarity on the voluntary nature of this system is definitely alarming. And the fact that the Internet Freedom Foundation faced challenges in obtaining policy documents related to APAAR raises questions about transparency.
Parents play a crucial role in this process, providing consent for schools to verify student details. There's an opt-out option available, but it seems like many parents might not even be aware of their rights in this matter.
It's a tricky situation, Hari. On one hand, having a centralized academic registry could be beneficial for students, but on the other hand, the potential risks associated with data privacy and security cannot be ignored.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of APAAR ID, Leela, how do you see this playing out in today's world?
Well, Hari, in the digital age we live in, where data protection is a major concern, the collection of sensitive student information raises red flags. Recent news stories about data breaches and identity theft only amplify these concerns.
Absolutely, Leela. And in a time where remote learning is becoming increasingly common, the need for secure and transparent data management systems is more critical than ever. Schools need to prioritize the protection of student data to maintain trust and credibility.
Hari, the challenges and controversies surrounding APAAR ID are quite complex. While it aims to simplify administrative processes, the ethical implications of collecting and storing student data cannot be overlooked.
Indeed, Leela. Balancing the convenience of a centralized registry with the need to protect individual privacy rights is a delicate dance. It seems like there's a fine line between efficiency and infringing on personal freedoms.
One possible solution could be to enhance transparency and communication with parents and students regarding the purpose and use of their data. Empowering individuals with knowledge about how their information is being handled could alleviate some concerns.
Looking ahead, Leela, what do you think the future holds for APAAR ID? Will it become a standard practice in the education system? Or will there be a shift towards more privacy-conscious approaches?
Hari, as technology continues to evolve, we might see a push towards more secure and decentralized systems that prioritize individual privacy. Innovations in data protection and consent management could shape the future of student record keeping, ensuring a balance between efficiency and ethical considerations.
It will be interesting to see how this debate unfolds in the coming years and how policymakers navigate the complexities of data management in education. As always, the key will be finding the right balance between innovation and safeguarding individual rights. Conclusion. Reflecting on our discussions today, it's clear that we've covered a wide range of pressing issues that demand attention and action.
Absolutely, Hari. From the complexities of delimitation processes to the need for robust anti-torture legislation, each topic highlighted the critical need for thoughtful consideration and reform.
And let's not forget the importance of data protection in the telecom sector or the challenges and opportunities presented by UAVs in military operations.
It's fascinating how interconnected these topics are, showing how decisions in one area can have far-reaching impacts across various sectors.
As we wrap up today's episode, we encourage you, our listeners, to continue engaging with these topics. Reflect on how they intersect with your own lives and communities, and consider how you can contribute to positive change.
Your voice and actions matter in shaping the world around us. So, whether it's advocating for human rights, staying informed about climate patterns, or understanding the implications of legal mandates like the APAAR ID, your engagement makes a difference.
Thank you for tuning in today. We appreciate your support and look forward to exploring more thought-provoking topics with you in our future episodes.
Stay curious, stay engaged, and remember, change starts with us. Until next time, take care and keep those conversations going.